Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. It's a busy one this evening. Boy, is it a busy one. There was video number 1 earlier on today. If you didn't catch it, you can catch it right here. And also, the formalities, if you haven't caught my personal channel, my second channel, in the description, or you can check out the new latest video on there right here too. So go over there and enjoy. If you haven't watched that already, you'll like it. And there's a new video coming next weekend, so make sure you guys are glued to that. Subscribe over there too. Loads has happened since video number 1 earlier on today, and we've got quite a lot to get through in terms of all positions on the pitch, right? And we're going to start off with what's official. Brand new signing announced. Yesterday was Mark Yu. Today, welcome to Chelsea, Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. Chelsea saying introducing Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall to the Chelsea family. So he's there, he's arrived, all good, and he was unveiled, and he's at Cobham. He done a little clip as well talking about what type of midfielder he is and how does he play. And he says he's a box-to-box midfielder. He likes to push up and score goals, assists. Now, if he's a box-to-box midfielder, and welcome to Chelsea, Dewsbury-Hall. Honestly, nothing against the geezer. I hope you do well, mate. But listen, in terms of the way that he's going to play, he illustrates box to box, likes to bomb forward, likes to contribute to goals, get assists, pick off passes for people to score, but doesn't shy away from the defensive part of the game too. He says, I get stuck into like the dirty side of the game and having to clean up and help the team and defend and do all of that. Listen, if he's got that balance, then great, right? If he's got that balance, then fantastic. Because we can't have one extreme or the other. We do need someone in midfield that's going to have a good balance between strength, agility, energy, as well as skill, intelligence, execution. We do need all of that. So I hope he delivers it. 25 years old. He's going to come in as one of the experienced heads. Now, I hope he's up for the challenge, because you're coming into this team and you're a senior player immediately, mate. You're a senior player, and it's a big club like Chelsea Football Club. Some would laugh and say not big club, but it's a big club. Let's have it, right? So listen, it's going to be quite a test for Dewsbury-Hall. I hope he can manage, and I hope he excels, and I hope he does the job really well. So good luck, Dewsbury-Hall, and we will see what happens. Welcome to Chelsea. Hopefully you can light it up. Fingers crossed. So that's the latest in terms of Dewsbury-Hall. He has signed. He's followed Mark Yu, who signed yesterday. Well, Fabrizio's told us this. So Chelsea fans, should we get excited or should we not? Here it is. Chelsea will be very busy in the transfer market in the coming days. Now, what does this mean? I think now's the time where we're going to start seeing more outgoings as well as some incomings. Now, who could one of the incomings be? It's starting to shape up and look like it could be this man. It is not correct to say Chelsea already offered Riccardo Calafiori an important salary. The salary is not the point, and we know Chelsea is not doing crazy things in terms of wages this summer. It's just important to understand for Chelsea to see if he would be keen on a move. This is the point of contact. So, Calafiori, it's looking like this one could come into fruition. Now, I've just had a brainwave, and I'm going to do this right now and search it so then you guys can see exactly how I'm going to react. Okay. This is very doable. Very, very doable. Okay. If you didn't notice in that last bit that I showed you, there was one key bit of information, right? Chelsea's not doing crazy things in terms of wages. We know this. So I thought I would just look up, because I didn't before, how much is Riccardo Calafiori earning at the moment? 16,000 euros a week. That comes to about 13,000 pounds, roughly. 14,000 pounds. 14 grand. Let's call it 14. Right? We can even call it 15 if we want to, right? Listen, you double that and we're laughing. You can even triple that and we're laughing. 45 grand a week. You know, so Calafiori is doable in that case, and that's why I checked the salary, because if he was earning something crazy, then we would be nowhere near him. But we can do this. Financially, we can do this. And like I said, as a defender, if we are going to get someone in, I would bring him in. So that's that. But there's more. Check this out. Riccardo Calafiori is one option being considered. This is from Matt Law. Fabrizio also goes on to say tonight, Arsenal and Chelsea remain both interested in Riccardo Calafiori as revealed last week. Both clubs have explored conditions of the deal, expensive as Basel will get almost 50% of the fee. Calafiori gave green light to Juventus, but Bologna preference is to sell abroad. Now that makes complete sense, because if we're going to... if it's not us, if they're going to sell, they'd want to sell outside of the Italian league. So it makes sense. But if there's going to be any club that can do this for that sort of fee, it's going to be an English club. So 50% of the fee, that's actually mad. Who decided that sell-on clause? Who accepted that? Bologna, who accepted that, mate? Listen, you lot have been done here. How do you... So if we pay 40... If let's say we pay 40 million, Bologna are only going to pocket 20. And Basel are getting 20. That's fantastic business from Basel. Whoever their director is, you, sir, deserve a drink. That's unbelievable. 50% is ridiculous. But this is a deal that I can see happening. I'll be honest. It can. But Arsenal interested as well. If there's one team that can beat us at the moment, it's Arsenal. Champions League and all of that, you know, same city. That's what doesn't help. So that's that. But we'll see what happens. Now, Calafiori, maybe he might be enticed. I heard Dewsbury-Hall and I heard Mark Gue, and they both said the same thing, right? I don't know how Chelsea are selling this. How are they selling this to the players that they're bringing in? I don't understand how they're doing it. That is one thing that I have to say, fair play. Because these guys are coming into the club and the first thing they're saying, I don't know if it's PR or if they're being told to say it by their teams, but every single one of them's going, the project is really exciting. We're looking forward to playing Champions League football. I'm just like, where have we come to this conclusion? How are we this sure we're going to get there? Now, there is belief in sport. You need just belief, right? You do need to believe in yourself. I understand that. But it does sound like these guys are being sold the project and they're all buying into it. They're all like, yes. So I don't know what they're being told, but there's something that they're being told that's exciting, right? We'll see. Now, is it the case? Have they been told, listen, we're building this super young team and all of you are going to excel into superstars and you're going to do it together and it's going to be magical and we're going to win the treble and it's going to be beautiful. Within 5 years, we'll be treble winners. Like, are we doing that? I guess if you've got to make a sell, you've got to make a sell. If you've got to buy, you've got to buy. If you've got to do a deal, you've got to do a deal. I get it, right? You've got to, hustle and bustle. You've got to wheel and deal. But I don't know what they're being told. Anyway, they're excited and great. I'm glad they're excited because they're the ones that have to walk onto the pitch and do something. So stay excited. Someone that might not be excited, well, talk about excited. You lot might get excited when I read this. So check this out. Breaking, the future of Ben Chilwell is uncertain. Now, this is where it gets interesting. And I'm going to say hold that thought. And I'll explain why. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Let's check this out. Trevor Chalobah is expected to leave Stamford Bridge with the futures of Conor Gallagher and Ben Chilwell uncertain under Maresca. Okay, that makes a bit more sense, right? Now, let's get into what else Matt Law said that's going to answer everything. Maresca wants players who can play more than one positional role. Some inside Chelsea are referring to them as Swiss Army knives. One option considered is Calafiori, as Maresca wants a defence that can operate as a 4 or a 3 at the back. This is where it gets interesting. To this extent, I agree. If this is what Maresca wants, I'm in full support. Because versatility is something key in today's game. Like, you absolutely do need it. Unlike before, where if you have a couple of players that are versatile, you're good. Now, it's become more and more common for you to shift systems in game 3 or 4 times. It can be done. So you need players that are going to adapt, that can change position by just the flick of a switch, right? Chilwell does not really qualify as that. He's not very flexible, is he? Right? Yes, he can play as a wing-back if he doesn't get injured. Yes, he can play as a full-back. Maybe not as brilliantly defensively, but that's the problem here. You've got to be versatile, and you've got to know how to defend, and you've got to know how to attack, and you've got to know how to play in a 4, and you've got to know how to play in a 3, and you've got to know how to invert, and you've got to know how to overlap. You need to know everything if you're going to play at that role at the highest level. This is where bringing Calafiori in could be interesting. And this is where, if we're looking for Swiss Army knives, yes, I got to be honest and say, yeah, Chilwell's not a Swiss Army knife. Chilwell is a standard butter knife. One rule only. Spread the butter. That's all he does. That's all he can do. Spread that butter. That's it. Done. Even that knife can't really cut very well. Like, you got to really dig in. It's a bit effort. Swiss Army knife, though, super, super versatile, right? So I understand if this is the case and this is what Maresca wants, I am in full backing of it. But this is where it gets interesting, and I have a problem. I have a problem. This is the problem. It is anticipated that Robert Sanchez will start as Maresca's first choice goalkeeper. This one I don't get. I'm sorry. There's this obsession in today's game that, oh no, but the goalkeeper must play with the ball. And then we forget that he uses his hands, right? He's a goalkeeper. He's got a goal keep with his hands. But we're so obsessed with ball playing ability. Now, it'd be nice if a goalkeeper can have both. Sanchez does not have both. And you know what's crazy? The one attribute that we're alluding he has, that he's so super strong at, he's not even strong at. If you're trying to say Sanchez is a ball-playing goalkeeper, I'm sorry, he's not. He's not. He may look like he is, but is he good at it? No. He's not. How many mistakes did we see last season? Mistakes of his own doing. Mistakes not with his hands, but with his feet when he's meant to be playing the ball and passing. How many times is be an error? I mean, he's meant to be a ball-playing centre-back, ball-playing goalkeeper. Nah, come on, man. He's actually a good shot stopper. That's what's crazy. He's actually a decent shot stopper. Close range, yeah, I can back Sanchez on that one. He's pulled off a couple of worldies. But I'm sorry, on the ball, I get nervous. And I can see why Brighton got rid of him and he was third choice. I get it. What are we doing? I wouldn't keep Sanchez. I'm sorry. If anything, Petrovic is... Oh, I almost forgot his name. I almost got it confused. The Algerian manager is called Petkovic. And this guy's called Petrovic. And I was like, hang on, Petrovic, which one is it? It's Petrovic. But Petrovic, I would keep as a 2, absolutely. I think he can, and he's young, he can develop and whatnot. But I'm sorry, I would go out and get a goalkeeper, man. I would go out and get a goalkeeper. Now, if Maresca is a miracle worker and he can get Sanchez playing on the ball, then flipping... I will buy Maresca dinner. If that's even possible. But you get the gist. I just don't think it's gonna end well. I just don't see it ending well. So this is the one thing I'm not cool with. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts below. Matt Law went on to say this, and again, I don't know how we're gonna fall for this, but I'm not. A Chelsea move for Victor Osimhen has not been completely ruled out. If Napoli's asking price drops, Saudi Arabia is currently a more likely destination for Osimhen this summer, though. Well, of course he is. Listen, can we get it out of our heads? And this is coming from someone that will take Osimhen. I like Osimhen. I'll take Osimhen. I don't think he's rubbish. Some people are like, no, Osimhen's rubbish. I don't think he is. I think he's a decent striker, man. I don't think we'd get goals with him. But are Chelsea going to pay the brother 200k a week? If not more. Nah. We ain't paying him anything. It's not happening. So forget it. Chelsea are not going to offer him that salary. So end of story. This needs to end now. Saudi Arabia, though, Yes, that is definitely a possibility for him. They would be more than happy to pay him 500 grand a week if they really want to. So that's that. But there's another reason, apparently, that we're looking to maybe not even go out and buy a striker. Chelsea have not ruled out a move for Osimhen if the price drops, but Saudi Arabia is more likely for him, and the club are not rushing due to the belief Nkunku could play false nine. This is what I don't like to settle with. Now, I get that, but Man City did it with, before Haaland. Arsenal did it with Jesus, funnily enough. He went from City, and he done it at City too. Can we just get a striker, please? Can we just do that? Can we just get someone that's going to get the ball and score and not miss the sitters? Now, if Nkunku's going to play in the false nine, I will say that will accommodate players like Dewsbury-Hall in behind, right? That will accommodate any winger that we're going to bring in on the left, maybe, or whoever, if it's going to be Mudryk or whoever. It will allow the players that can play to play. But it would mean Nkunku would be up there. And I'm just not so sure that's a good long-term solution. I don't know. So that's that. But talking about what else we might do, this is what we're going to end on. Chelsea are still looking to sign a right-footed winger. So you know what that means? He's going to the left. Surely we're looking to get a right-footed winger that's going to be on the left, cutting in. Right? Now, if that's the case, then I'm sorry. Sterling or Mudryk, one of you's got to go. I'm more inclined to think it's going to be Sterling. I know some people would say, nah, make it be Mudryk. Personally, I'll be honest, and this is going to sound a little bit crazy from me, right? Because I advocate for senior players and all of that, but I'm sorry. Sterling would be the one for me that I would let go. And then if Mudryk cannot perform under Maresca, then we write him off next season. Or next summer. Mudryk's got one chance here now, man. Mudryk's got one final opportunity this season to impress. If he doesn't, I'm sorry, he won't. He just won't. So let's see what happens. But Sterling has hit his plateau. You know what you get with him. It's just, game over. There's the high salary as well. There's all of that we can alleviate and make of better use. Same goes for Lukaku. More so for Lukaku. Bloody hell, get him off the books. But you get the gist. So there's that. Now, what would be nice, and I'll say in terms of flexibility, if we can find a winger that can play on both wings, that's comfortable on the left and comfortable on the right. Now, some would say Sterling is that. Well, yeah, to an extent he is. But someone that can operate on both. So if we ever do need to bring Cole Palmer central, we don't need to worry about that right-hand side, and we don't need to worry about anyone that's going to compete with Madueke, right? So a bit of flexibility here. Yes, Swiss Army knife player, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So there we are, people. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you agree or disagree with everything that I've mentioned today, everything that I've shown? What do you like or do you not? Let me know below. Much appreciated. And I'll see you tomorrow for a couple of new ones. So thank you all so much. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, notification bell on to be uploaded, to be notified once I've uploaded. Check out the socials that were on screen and in the description. My second channel as well in the description and up here. Much appreciated. And I'll see all of you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. See you lot then. Take care and peace.